Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to welcome Logan? Introducing your MC for the second half, Andrew Haviland!
All right, it is time for the second half. Are you excited? We all know the only thing better than one Christmas present is two Christmas presents. And therefore, the only thing better than one half of improv is two halves. So, everyone wants some more. I can see it in your eyes. So, we're going to need to bring all of our players back to the room. There they are. And we're going to start up this second half with a fun little game called Sentences, where I need Noelle, Kade, and Austin. Players with front! So, while you guys were coming in, we asked some of you to write lines on little slips of paper, and we placed those in that hat. So we're finally going to use it. I know you've been waiting for this moment. So, those lines will now be placed on the floor, and while these three players are doing their scene at any time, they can pick up a line off the ground, and then they have to say it and have it make sense within the story that they're telling. Sometimes you just need to know the right thing to say. So, we don't need a suggestion for this one because you guys already gave it to us. So, let's just get a location, maybe from this quadrant here. What's a little location that you wouldn't have a Christmas party?
The pet store.
The pet store. The pet store is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Welcome to Petco for all your pet needs.
Hi, I was looking at buying a goldfish.
Goldfish? Oh, so you're one of our secret customers. Perfect.
That's what they called me in high school.
Susan, we got a special customer. We want some of the other animals.
You sit on the throne of life.
No, I do want to see your...
I've seen you in here before.
He's not wearing a wire, is he?
Let me check. No, not this time.
But the truth is I can't read. He could say anything to me and I wouldn't understand.
That's how it was for you, Liam. I'm sorry I was insensitive.
Don't touch me, that's also how it works.
That was really insensitive. Have you tried Spam?
The Spam is in the store next to ours. Are you even a secret customer?
I mean, sometimes these can become anyway.
Listen.
I'll be honest, I really just wanted a goldfish. I really did.
A goldfish.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But her cheesecake is the best.
No, we were talking about this, the cheesecake and the Spam, that's all in this place next door.
It's the second level of the secret
Oh
customer.
no. I've had too much of this. I'm loving it. Second level, second level.
Yeah, oh, okay, wait.
Susan 2. Susan 2. We got a second. Oh. Go talk to him. Yeah, go say the thing.
That's a lot of bananas.
Cease your yabbering, Sherlock.
You can't talk to her like that.
What you didn't know is I'm actually the manager of this building, and I know that this isn't Susan 2.
Alas! Dysentery!
All right. Yeah, that's how I feel every time I go to an In-N-Out and I ask for the special menu. Don't judge me. All right, the next game is called Party Quirks, and I need Allison, Nathan, Noelle, and Braden, players to the front. And I need one of you to leave because this is a guessing game. Everyone say bye, Noelle. All right, the way the Party Quirks works is Noelle will be hosting a party, as you will often do in this Christmas season, and she has invited many people. These people are very weird, as is often the case in the Christmas season. And I'm gonna get from you the weird quirks that each of these 3 guests to the party has. Noelle will have to guess what the weird quirk is before they can leave the party. So let's start on this with, we'll start at this half. I want a fictional or a non-fictional character, someone I can want. Voldemort. I'll take Voldemort. I'm gonna use Voldemort. From these 4 rows here, what is a really weird thing to be passionate about?
Shrek.
Okay. Yeah, you're trying to get rid of a lot of
Sorry, I'm passionate about it or I'm what?
You have way too much.
Oh, like on my person, okay.
And finally, let's get like a trigger, like an if then. So like, what's something that would normally happen a lot in ordinary conversation? Say this.
Blinking.
It's gotta be something that's not. Okay, yeah. Anytime someone puts their hands on their hips, they're gonna do something weird. What's a weird thing to do every time someone puts their hands on their hips?
Sit up. Stool line.
Squat.
Oh yeah, squat.
What did you say? I heard someone say squat. Air squat. Yeah. So every time someone puts their hands on their hips, you have to, for some reason, squat. Okay. Really quick, remind us what your quirk is.
If someone puts their hand on their hips, I squat.
I got fruitcake.
Let's bring Noelle back in with the call of Oh Noelle. 1, 2, 3. Oh Noelle! Let's give her a round of applause. All right. This is the game of Party Quirks. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Yeah, almost everything is ready for my cake ingredients admiration party. I got the flour. I got eggs. Can't forget the sugar. I love looking at the sugar.
Hi, thanks for coming. Come
Yeah,
on
of
in.
course.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. How was the commute? Was it okay getting over here?
Yeah, I just walked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the exercise.
Makes sense. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, it's, for looking at it and maybe tasting a little bit. But
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
yeah.
If I put a bunch of eggs in a jar and just like,
I guess if you want to,
Okay.
taste it interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
hi.
Hi! Oh my gosh, how are you? Hi, this is for you. Oh, you need some.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm so happy that I have this.
I have more.
Do you want mine?
Sure.
I'm kind of getting off the carbs, so.
Oh,
Whoa,
sure.
there is nothing wrong with carbs missing.
That's a shame.
You can admire it next to
Admire it. I'm just admiring everything from every angle.
1 second.
Oh, hi.
So good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Hey, someone. Yeah, that's right. It's you. You're welcome. I love the season.
Oh, yeah. It's the best time for giving cupcakes to people.
Oh, no. We need much more than cup size.
Some carbohydrate.
You sure know your carbohydrates, doesn't you?
Every last one of them.
Yeah.
tell me about how's your week been? Tell me about your.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, tell me about that drink that you were talking about making out with the eggs.
Well, I like to pack up on the protein, you know, it's good. Yeah, it's good, it's good. It's really fun and awesome. Do you always stand like that? Do you stand any other oath? I appreciate you're the host. I can't believe you invited that guy though, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, tell me about how has work been going for you lately?
You wouldn't believe the kids these days.
You know, yeah.
They're in a hole. I don't mean to be like weird. What kind of party is this?
Oh, we're just going to be looking at some cake ingredients and admiring them.
That's what I thought. So I see flour
Yeah.
and sugar and eggs, and that's great. And I have some if you.
Yeah, let me just add that as a vegan.
I just said eggs.
You're right. You know what? That's great. Anyway,
My dear boy, do you have any? Oh, I have.
Listen, Lord Voldemort.
Y'all with party come to host.
Thank you for coming.
Take some for the road, by the way. I've got loads more if you need it. And there you go. And there's more where that came from, huh?
Really hard living life with just tons of food shoved in your pockets.
Oh, no. Tons of food.
Food boy.
No, food would be hard. But this, it all's easy.
Well, it gets harder over the years. many years.
Yeah!
Anyway,
Fruit in your pockets. You have lots of fruit in your pockets.
Excuse me, not just fruit.
Things, just anything in your pocket.
Now listen, fruit's good, but when you put it in a delicious bread vehicle, it just hits different.
it's just these little pieces that have the raisins.
I'm gonna go over here for a minute and give you a break.
Like a panettone. I was like, what's that?
Maybe translate that?
It's just panettone!
Fruit for cake!
Thank you so much.
All right.
Endless fruit
And
cake.
hey, you have a good day.
I appreciate that.
Oh, hey, you. Make sure you work those carbs off.
Hey, I got it.
All right, I'll see you
You
later.
know how it is. So, I'm gonna stop doing that. Tell me more about myself.
Yeah, so as long as my hands are on my hips, you're doing some good old squats.
All right. Kudos to whoever suggested hands on your hips because Noelle just couldn't stop doing it. Brilliant. Okay. Let's move on to the next game of advice panel. I need Logan, Nathan, and Braden. And if an emissary to sound guy has another mic, please bring it down. So, this is a panel game. We have brought to you 3 wonderful, lovely people who are very smart and very good at giving advice. So we're going to get questions from you, things that you want some advice on, and these three wonderful people are going to help us. But before we do that, let's introduce our three panelists. Let's start over here on the left.
Hey, I'm Steve. I study econ.
Thank you, Steve.
Pleasure to meet you, everybody. My name is Todd. That's Todd Partridge. What can I say? I'm a family man. I like spending time with my family and all my good little grandkids.
Todd, everybody, give my hand.
I'm also a family man. I'm a bishop, a CPA if you're in need of that, and I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you. What was your name?
Oh, Thicky Fat Boy.
Thank you, Thicky.
Call me Thick.
Okay, so we've got Steve, Todd, and Thick. So let's see. They're very wise. What is a question? Something that's been burning in your heart that you could really use some advice on it. You've been waiting. I'm gonna interpret that as, how do you deal with the crisis of faith? How do you deal with the crisis of faith? If someone's telling you Santa isn't real, how do you get through something like that? I think we'll start with Thick, actually. What do you have to offer us?
Yes, so this actually is a story from my capacity as Bishop Fatboy. And a young man came into my office one day, and he seemed very distraught, and his name was Thomas. I said, Thomas, sit down. And I like to sit around the desk because it creates a closeness, you know. So anyway, I sit next to him, and he says, Bishop, I have to tell you something. I've been speaking ill of you to other people. And I swallowed my pride, and I said, Thomas, what's been the problem? He says, well, I've been making fun of your name. Which didn't make sense to me. And I said, well, how would you like it if I went around making fun of Thomas, huh? I said, Jackson. Jackson's kind of a silly last name. When compared to Fat Boy, I mean, who knows? And I just said, Thomas, well, you need to understand that I'm a person, just like you. The Fat Boys built this country. We're an honorable people, but we're also forgivers. And we knelt down and asked the Lord for forgiveness, and I just had a great experience that day. So.
Very helpful, thank you. Let's hear from Steve. Do you have any additional thoughts on this topic for our people? The people need to know.
Yeah, no, crisis of faith is no joke. Is my mic on?
I turned it off, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Fat Boy. A crisis of faith is no joke. My brother Robbie, he had his own experience, and I told him that he should just read more of the scriptures, and he would get the word of God. And but I will say, didn't do so without a little praying. So I was like, yeah, go read your scriptures, and I knew that he was an Alma 32. And I went into the scriptures, and I put a little ribbon thing, the Alma 33. And he goes, and he's like, and he had no idea.
Thank you, Steve. Todd, I think Todd has also some answer to your questions. A little extra advice.
So I'm always willing to share a word of wisdom or two. I remember a story about my son. He was about 9, 10 years old. He was getting to that age around Christmas time where he starts to think a little bit about old Santa Claus who's bringing all the gifts. And you know, one day, it was a couple weeks before Christmas, he sits down and he said, Dad, is Santa real? Does he really come every year? And said, you know what, son, let's go get a bite to eat. So we take him in the car, and we go on down to this old stop we always used to go to. We sit down, get a couple of roast beefs and some curly fries. And, I sat down across from him, and I explained to him, and it was hard for him, but he got there. You know, I think kids a lot of time are more mature than you think they are. He got there in the end.
Thank you, Todd. Very good. let's get another question. Let's see, something else that's weighing on your mind. I'm getting a lot of enthusiasm from the back here. Yeah, what's something we need answered in life?
This is a question specifically for Steve.
We ask if we need something for everybody. Let's not pick favorites here. We all got a bunch of great panelists here. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds exciting. She asked, "How do you fire someone?" Yeah, that's a difficult decision to make. We'll go ahead and start with we'll start with Thick. I think Thick is a mature man. He knows a lot of things. What are your thoughts on this?
I had actually an interesting experience a couple of days ago. A young man came into my office, and it's my CPA office, and he said, "Mr. Fat Boy," and I said, "Eric, you can call me Thick," and I knew something was wrong. And he said, "I have to tell you something." He said, "I'm not a CPA." And I closed the door, obviously. And I said, "Eric, what are you talking about?" He said, "I'm just a PA." And I know you might not be, that's a big deal. He's not certified. And I said, "Eric, you know I might have to fire you." And tears were shed by me. And I said, "Here's what's gonna happen. You're fired." And he stood up and was walking away, and I said, "Young man, you get back in here. You're hired as our new PA." And that was just a beautiful experience.
What a wonderful solution! Thank you for that. I think let's go to Todd now. Todd, how would you answer this poor grieving soul?
Sure, of course. You know, having to let someone go, it's a real tough time for both of you. You know, I really sympathize with my friend Thick over here. You know, back in the day, I used to run the local library. I had a few friends around. I help people check out books, teach some wood carving classes, things like that. And we had this guy who, he kept getting himself into trouble. He'd been, there were some budget cuts in the city, and so we really had to let him go. It just broke my heart. But on his last day there is like, "Look, I know this is hard for me. It's hard for you, but let me take you out for one last treat before you go. I hear down at Arby's there's a deal on for $3.99. You can get 4 roast beefs and half a dozen curly fries. And there's a coupon you can use that they'll throw in a shake for free." And so we went down there, and for the low price of $4.79 each, we had a nice little lunch. We were able to sit down together and talk about the future, and he came away with some great plans. So I'm really thankful for that.
Thank you, Todd. Anything else to add, Steve?
Oh yeah, this will be quick, but I was let go one time. It happens. I used to do roofing. I think they let me go because I like my pranks. And when my boss let me go, he said, "Steve, sorry, but we have to let you go." I said, "That's okay." And so I walked out into the snow, and I was like, "Well, I'm not going to leave here without pulling one on the old box." So I go out there and I check his tire pressure. They're all like 28, 29. Now his tires say 30 to 35. So I get my air compressor. And they're all at 33. Perfect and safe.
Aren't you learning so much? Let's get one more. Just shout it out. I see a lot of hands in the back.
Where would you bury
Which ribbon to choose?
Who decided green
How
was
do you
go?
kick out your grandma that's an undercover agent?
Advice on woman. How to
Okay. So someone here is saying how to train an elephant. But I'll expand that to a more general topic of how do you deal with animals? What are your tips for dealing with animals or related things? We'll start with Todd. Todd, what would you say? How do you train animals? How do you deal with them?
I woke up this morning with an appetite like an elephant, I'll tell you that. Well, little did I know that there's a promotion down here. If you want to fill that elephant-sized appetite of yours with 23 roast beefs, 2 large curly fries for each one, a milkshake for you and each of your friends. Just get on down there and use code buy one get one at checkout. You know what they say, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy roast beef. Thank you, Tom.
Nick, please.
I participate in competitive dog shows, and I know. You'd enjoy it if you tried it. And there's this other gentleman who competes who I have a bit of a rivalry with because we both have poodles. And they call me up, and my poodle does his run, and he trips because he'd broken his leg a few weeks ago, and I had to set it myself and nurse him back to. No, it's fine. He's okay. But you know, he tripped, so we only got a 9.9. And Joe goes around. Joe gets perfect 10. His poodle had not had its leg broken, obviously, which I'm not saying, you know, whatever. And he starts making a bit of a mockery of me. We're standing on the podiums, and he looks down at me and says, how's the weather down there? And I didn't take kindly to that. And I said, you listen here, Joseph Ligma, I'm not going to take that. I said, you need to treat me with some respect. And I got to say, I hopped off of that podium and walked away, and I immediately said, that was the wrong thing to do. You just made a fool of yourself. And I went back in, and I said, Joseph Ligma, you are a beautiful son of God, and I love you. And tears were shed by me, of course. But I turned an enemy to a friend that day, and I'm quite proud of that.
What a heartfelt story. Let's get some last words of wise advice from Steve.
Of course. I mean, animal training is, like I said earlier, it's no joke. And I was at the Bronx Zoo with my friend Jordan. And Jordan, he loves animals so much, and he said, I just want to pet one of those tigers. And I told him, and I was like, Jordan, I was talking to a trainer, and we've arranged a special meeting for you and one of these animals. If you go down and they will give you a moment to pet one of these animals. And I take the pin off the tiger cage, and I was like, Bill, go get him!
Let's move on to the next game of deleted scenes, and I need all my players to the front. One of my favorite holiday traditions is gathering with family and watching a good old Christmas movie. But don't you ever wish that one of those favorite movies had an extended version with all the secret deleted scenes? Well, that's what we're going to see today. You're going to give me a movie. We'll start with some Christmas movies, then do some other ones. And they're going to show us deleted scenes from that movie that never made it to the release. So let's start with, what is your favorite holiday Christmas movie?
The Grinch!
A Christmas Story is the first one that I heard. A Christmas Story. Yeah, it's that one.
Now you look just like my lamb. It's all from the movie.
Oh my gosh, Santa was right. I shot my dog to death.
First kid to come after 9 can kiss my poop.
Oh, I'm concerned about you boys.
Merry Christmas, little boy.
Let's get another one. Another Christmas Story. Home Alone. Home Alone. Deleted scenes from Home Alone. That's a Christmas classic. One of my favorites, definitely.
Police, there's 2 men in my house.
I'm the mischievous boy, and I can take on armed murderers. Oh no, a furnace!
Hey, look, it's the two guys that got beat up by a little kid.
You know, honey, I've actually been doing the math, and I think with my computer programmer salary and the money that you make from daycare and our 12 children, we have enough money to buy the nicest house ever.
Yeah, I always wondered about that. Okay, let's get something that isn't a Christmas movie, but that you watch so many times. Cars. The Pixar movie Cars. Deleted scenes from Cars.
So, Mater, this is where you live. All these broken cars.
So here's the secret, okay? We go out there, I'm actually using unleaded 95%.
Now, you mean to tell me that in that cup, he did what inside? Now.
Let's get one more Christmas movie. The Grinch. Scenes from The Grinch. Your main one.
Please, doctor, I'm not sure what's going on. Please, get your stethoscope.
It hurts! He gave back all my stuff, but he ripped all the film out of my camera. It's completely useless.
It's 10, 11, right, 40.
All right, we're going to keep it going right along with our next game of superheroes, and I need Austin, Braden, Nathan, and Kate players to the front. Sometimes in your life, you need someone with some super magical powers, much like Santa. Yeah, it's a tie-in, technically. So, for the game of superheroes, we're going to see 4 superheroes taking on a challenging world-ending problem, but each of them will have to call on the next to get more and more help until everything is resolved. So first, I need, from this hat, what is a menial task that wouldn't normally cause you problems? Something easy to do. Brushing teeth. Brushing teeth. Brushing teeth. And then from this side, give me a weird superhero name that doesn't actually exist, but like sounds like a superhero name, maybe got some alliteration in it. Oh, what was that? Sergeant Slime. So our first superhero will be Sergeant Slime, and your suggestion is you brushing your teeth. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Sergeant Slime, just...
You are Sergeant Slime. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, time to brush my teeth. Oh no, there's no toothpaste. All my extra's gone. Maybe I could use my slime. It just tastes like slime. This isn't working. I need to call my friend. Arterial! Arterial, I need you!
Does this blood pressure feel normal to you?
I think you're fine, Arterial.
Okay, sorry. I'm here to help you with your problems. What's up?
There's no toothpaste and my slime doesn't work.
Oh,
Are you okay, Ariel?
just making sure I'm keeping my blood pressure good. Wow. So, like, I guess, have you tried? Well, I was gonna suggest blood, but I kind of want to keep all that in, so... And I don't know how to help you there, but...
I should have called someone else, Ariel.
I know who you can call, though. I've got my friend, Yes, excessively peppy Pete.
Oh.
Yeah, please, don't help us.
I forgot about Pete. Hello!
Oh, that raised my blood pressure by...
Let me feel that for you. Oh, that's great.
Excessively fat.
Slime man. Oh.
Yeah, good, yep, got to see it, Pete. Pete, I'm all out of toothpaste and my slime doesn't work and he doesn't really help.
You tried his blood in your slime?
We didn't try the blood, but yeah, the slime.
Oh, well, let me see if I can will the toothpaste back into the tube.
Do it, do it.
You can do it! I love you!
Did it work excessively?
It's still working!
Oh, sorry.
It didn't work. My peppiness didn't work.
Well, it's okay, we'll figure it out.
There's only one person I know more powerful than me. Oh, creepy Canadian.
Creepy Canadian. Hi.
Seems to be the problem.
I'm all out of toothpaste, creepy Canadian, and we just can't figure it out. I need to brush my teeth.
Well, that's the problem. You already tried sliming it?
Yeah.
Wait, I've got it.
Oh, yeah.
You can keep perfect time, can't you, eh?
Yeah?
Okay. Give us a good 70 beats per minute, okay? Now you're gonna dance to that beat and you're gonna sweat it all out, okay? Now, slimy lad.
Yeah.
Now look at the slime. Look at the sweat, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Take the sweat and make it slimier. We need a substance.
Yeah, I got it.
Now, I know most... Perfect! Now, I know most toothpaste is minty, but I think we can settle for... We can settle for some maple.
Oh, yeah!
Slime that up. Now brush those teeth.
He did it!
It's a good thing that any problem can be solved if you have friends. All right, we are down to the last show of the night, last game of the night. But before that, we're gonna give you some announcements. Yeah! All right, we are Laugh Out Loud, and we are a BYUSA club. And that means if you want to do what we do or have some fun with us, you can. We meet in this room at 7 p.m. every Thursday. If you are a BYU student or married to one, you can join us. Also, if you want to get info on our latest shows, our funniest gags, and everything else, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram under lol.byu. Is that right? Yeah, lol.byu. Who's already following us on Instagram? Let me see those. I expect that to be everyone by the end of the show. And you will be able to hear when our January show will be. We will definitely have a show in January next semester. We don't have the specifics yet. So, any other announcements? Oh, let's give Nathan a big round of applause. This is his last show. Christmas is a time for loved ones, and we love you, Nathan.
Can't believe you chose law school over this.
Thanks, Mallory.
Okay, let's end with a bang. Our last game is Home Shot Wing Network, and I need everyone except for Kade. Players to the right! Sorry, Kade, you've done enough. Your services are no longer needed. For the game of Home Shopping Network, I'm gonna need two of you to lead because it's a guessing game.
Yeah.
Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. You know what happens at the end of a Christmas show? Well, it's got to relate to the end of a Christmas season, and that's like the day before when you're doing last-minute shopping. And I know you all need to do it, so we're gonna help you. These guys are going to give you a lovely TV ad trying to sell you some stuff, and they're each going to take turns trying to sell you these things. We'll get 5 items, 5 Christmas-themed items that have some weird property about it, and they're going to sell you those items, and then the 2 people are going to have to guess what those items are by the miming of both teams. And whoever sells the most by the end will win, and one team will go down the line the other will go up. It'll make sense in a second, but first I'm going to turn off the mic and start getting some suggestions. So we're going to need 5 Christmas items. So first, from this group, give me a common Christmas item. A candy cane. First, number 1 is a candy cane. And what would be a weird thing for a candy cane to be made out of?
Schadenfreude.
Floss. The candy cane is made out of floss. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, from here, what is another Christmas item that you see all the time?
Santa's diary.
Yeah, the star on the Christmas tree. The star on the Christmas tree. And but this star is endorsed by a famous celebrity. Darth Vader. Yeah. So the Christmas star is endorsed by Darth Vader. Third thing, I really like Elf on the Shelf. I heard that here, so I'm going to take Elf on the Shelf as the third item. It's a little Elf on the Shelf. Got that? But what is something really weird that an Elf on the Shelf could do that no Elf on the Shelf should be doing? Yeah, it's an Elf on the Shelf that bakes cookies. That's number 3. That'll be like the one that they're both trying to get to. Okay, let's get another Christmas item. We'll go to the back here. Yeah, a Santa Claus hat. A Santa Claus hat. And let's get a fictional or non-fictional character who could be endorsing this Santa Claus.
Terry Crews.
Okay, yeah, it's endorsed by Rudolph. Rudolph really likes the Santa hat for some reason. And the final Christmas item we'll get from right here. One more Christmas item, please.
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. The last thing is mistletoe. But instead of being made of an herb, what is this mistletoe actually made of?
Beans.
I don't know. I'm kind of partial to just sock. Something about like you're hanging a sock up there. So it's a mistletoe that's made out of socks. Okay. Let's review all the items real quick before we bring our salespeople in.
We have a candy cane made out of floss.
The star on the Christmas tree endorsed by Darth Vader.
We have mistletoe made of socks. Santa hat endorsed by Rudolph.
And the third thing is an elf on the shelf that bakes cookies.
Okay, let's bring our players back in with the call of capitalism. 1, 2, 3. Capitalism!
Give
him a hand. All right. We're going to give them 20 seconds each before we switch each time, and they will have to sell you as many of the items as possible to make the most money for their Christmas bonus. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Welcome one, welcome all to our home shopping network. Today we have a lovely little mistletoe bundle for you. It's made of something very special, folks, perfect for the holiday season. It's your very own stinky shoelace that you put around your shoe to make it very stinky like a boot. It's like a big cloche.
All right, folks, you don't want a stinky boot. You want someone instead. That's right, you want a candy cane. How yummy and delicious. And this candy cane is special. This candy cane is made of dental floss, folks. That's why it's busy, but we got something else for you right now. It's a telephone. No, folks. Oh, yes, it is the star that we put on top of the tree.
I hope you love boots that you put on your leg and it's not big or it's kind of big, hard to say. Pointy, smelly, not good, it's the sock! Yeah! Socks! And next, of course, we have an excellent product, Santa himself, his hat! In fact, but it's not just any Santa hat, it is endorsed by none other than...
Now, this tree topper, folks, it is endorsed by, it is endorsed by Anakin Skywalker, by Darth Vader! He is Anakin Skywalker, but whatever. The next item we have for you folks, oh, that's right, it's angels with good tidings! Okay, angels.
It's endorsed by none other than a little Ricky Rudolph!
Yeah!
$19.99. There's mistletoe again. But they feel awkward about it. It's so uncomfortable. It's like a little mannequin you find at the store. Like a marionette that just looks you in the eyes.
Oh, of course he looks you. He's the elf on the shelf. But this elf isn't just on the shelf, folks. No, this elf does things. Oh yes, this elf makes cookies.
That's our